Morning viewers, here we are again. We're heading off. This time we're up at Warwick, so it's about a 2-3 hour drive for us. Yet to see whether we're going to go down the main motorway or around the back. Let's go see what the what my navigator has to say about this. Hello my navigator, where are we off to?
Warwick.
Ah yes, we're just about to head off, just locking up and ready to drive off. So yeah, we'll catch up later. Well, here we are, we're all set up. There's the Fakawi there, set up. I'm sitting underneath the BT50 with the 270 Mini Meg. We're sitting down having lunch. By the way, where are we? Condamine River and camping.
At Warwick.
Out at Warwick, near Warwick. We're about, I don't know, somewhere between 6 and 10 k's out of town, out of the centre, the heart of town. So, but they've got a few sites here. This one here is all ours, which goes all the way over there. So this is all the space that we have. Got a creek running through there, and we got this beautiful tree there. It's starting to give us shade for the afternoon. Like I said, we have a creek here. Wind is up a little bit, so hence all the ropes down for everything. But yeah, there's the creek. Down a little bit, the guy was saying, the host, to normal. They were hoping to get a bit more water in it from the rains that were supposed to come last week, but it never did, never eventuated. Anyway, we're all set up, time to relax. I'm going to sit down and have my cheese and ham croissant for lunch, and then I'll probably have a shower to cool down and start relaxing for the weekend. Bye for now. Okay, just a quick little update. Here we are, we're doing dinner today.
Mini roast.
Little mini roast. So
We're cooking for 2 nights.
yeah, we're cooking for 2 nights. So in our demo, we've just got an assortment of veggies. Going with that, we've got little lamb roasts. So the demo itself is going to go on the kick-ass induction unit here. 2 lamb roasts going in the air fryer. Both of those are being powered off our 200 Blue Eddy, not the 100 unit. This is the 200 unit, which has the 2600 watt, I believe, in there. 200 amp hour battery, I think, or something like that. I can't recall. So powerful little sod. Okay, so that's going to be dinner tonight. Give you a quick rundown on our side, our little setup here. So as you're aware, we've got the SST, upright fridge. There's our kitchenette there, no gas, which is why we're running induction units and power. We use the Blue Eddy, so that way.
AC?
Yes. We use the Blue Eddy, so that way we're not drawing on the van too much, and gives us power in the van for when we actually need it. Mind you, right now, the van's on 100%. So we could technically use the van if we want to, but if we want to use the aircon or something like that, we've got power to do so. So this SST, ours has microwave up there, currently off. In ours we keep all cutting boards, chopping boards in here, as well as the induction unit, which stands up there for travel. Like I said, no gas. How do we set this up? We keep bowls and plates in here. All assortment cutlery in there. And this one here is our normal cutlery drawer. When she gets it out, oh, something must be jamming it. There we go. I think it might be this or that. Anyway.
And where's the? There's the plug.
Yep. So these little units, we were using those in the old Fakawi tribe too, but I found that they actually fit in here as well. Nice and neatly sorted out.
No, something else is jamming it, I think. Oh.
Yeah, we can have a look at that. In this drawer here we keep our saucepans and fry pans, as well as our large tongs. Keep a fire blanket handy always.
Ooh, it's coming apart.
Yes, yeah.
Do they know about it?
They know about it. In here we keep all our plates upright. We also put paper towel and any napkins and stuff in there. Now, storage there is all cooking elements, oils, spices and whatnot
Have
in
you
there.
turned the heat on?
Sorry for the interruption there. So as I was saying, yep, so we keep all our cooking utensils, items in there, oils, spices, etc. In here we keep some other sundries and stuff like that, rice, coffee, and usually tea goes up there as well. So in this top drawer, carry some biscuits sometimes. We have drink bottles there. We have our Yeti, says Camping Chronicles engraved coolers, water bottles, coffee, flasks, etc. And we just keep some clear glasses in the back there, and some cleaning agents in there as well. And this drawer here has, these are what, ceramic cups, aren't they?
What?
Yeah, ceramic cups.
I like real ceramic for real tea.
Yes. My wife here, my Katrina, she loves tea, but in real cups, not in flasks or anything like that. So the other thing we use is this little table here, collapsible table, which comes in handy for doing the dishes. As you can see there.
In here, dry.
And yeah, it helps to keep the kitchen area dry, because that can be easily washed down, put out in the sun to dry out, etc. And then of course, what we have with this van is we have the barbecue arm. Now, on this trip, we're using this Dune barbecue, which has a hot plate here, and a little casserole dish there. Got the plate exchange for a larger one, so I can actually fit a 2-burner Ziggy barbecue on here as well, which we sometimes bring along. But for now, we're using this. I've moved the car around this side to act as a bit of a windbreak because the wind's changed directions. We'll just flick around the back of the van here. So on the back of the van, I use this shade cloth here over the actual bed to give us some shade on the roof. I am seeing if I can find a longer one, so then it can actually hang down a little bit, give us a bit more privacy on the window, but honestly, at the moment, we're on our own, so it really doesn't matter. And then over here, I've installed the Ven line, clothesline in there, which packs away nicely. Hanging off the back jerry can, we've got one of the King's bags there. We use this for all the recycling bin, cans and stuff like that. In the other jerry can holder, I have this bin, and I tie it down with a Noki strap for when we're traveling. Keeps it off the ground so other bugs can't get to it. Then we have an additional little step here, and we use a muck mat. Flips over that, there gives us a double step to get up into the van. And that's it. I am working on a little addition to house the speaker. So this little Bluetooth speaker at the moment hanging on a little hook on the pole here. Still works, but I want to move it from there. I'm going to move it to a different location. Just the item that I've designed, I need to adapt, and either get a new one made or adapt the one that I have to actually work. But that will come in due time. But for now, it's the afternoon. As I said, we're doing dinner. Got firewood there. We wait until hopefully this wind dies down a little bit later. We're looking at lighting the fire, sitting around the fire for a little bit. Anyway, that's it for us for now. Bye for now. We decided to not light the fire due to strong winds. So I got the digital telescope out with the following results. Enjoy. Well, here we are. Last day, it's pack up time. So we're just going through our normal ritual, cleaning up, packing everything. We like to sort of clean the van, try and have it clean as we leave. So that way, when we get home, all we got to do is just restock the fridge or drinks, do our clothes, but the rest of the van is pretty well ready to go, aside from water, obviously. So yeah, so you know, kitchen's all nice and clean. Got some dishes to put away. Basically, the wife here, Katrina, she does the exterior in terms of the kitchen and whatnot. And then I do the interior, get it sorted out. We clean the shower and bathroom and all that at the same time. Yep, so we have a shower and all that, and then she has a shower, does the actual ensuite side of it. Then I have a shower, clean the shower and dry it, and then that's all nice and clean, ready for when we're for our next trip. But yeah, it's been lovely out here. Weather hasn't been too bad. We've had a few little warm spells, but for the most part, there's been a nice breeze blowing. Right now you can see, you know, a bit of cloud around, not too much, just enough to take the sting out of the sun. There is a feral cat here that came up the other night. I had a tray here of just a little aluminium tray on the fire pit here, that I'd forgotten it. In the middle of the night I heard a commotion, and it was this feral cat that came in and found it. So I got rid of that. But yeah, no, it's been a lovely stay here. The site itself is, as we mentioned the other day, it's quite large. Actually, quite large is an understatement. It's actually huge, just as you can see. Whether we'll return, we don't know. We sort of found the entry into this particular hip camp a little bit rough, unmaintained. Makes it look quite unappealing when you're coming in. But that's just on the way in. But once you sort of get down the back here where the creek is, and to the sites themselves are pretty well maintained. Tries to keep them mowed, provide bins for you. So we have a recycling and a waste bin. We got firewood delivered as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This one here, as you can see, slopes down from the top down here. Luckily the spot that we got there, it's sort of leveled out, so the van's level across. But then it slopes down to the creek, and as you can see, as I walk over this way, it's pretty slopey over here, so it'd be a bit of a challenging site. I guess if you set up on the top here, maybe okay, but down there, yeah, not the best. That's for sure. I guess that's the only The only things that that really need to be done here is the sites need to be a little bit more level. There is Portaloo, and then there's another spot in behind there. There's a track here that goes around to some other spots. I don't know what they're like, haven't had a look. This one here, not bad, not bad. If we were to come again, I'd definitely ask for this side again, simply because it's nicely nice and secluded away from everyone. Yeah, not bad. This tree here provides a nice amount of shade in the afternoons, as long as you get it right this time of year that we're here. This shade basically sort of, the sun's behind me now and you can see basically which way it's tracking by my shadow. So it means that that tree there will cast shadow over where the car is, missing basically the bulk of the van. So that would have meant that the van would need to be where the car is, but then there's more of a slope here. If it rains, this is where the water's going to pool, because it slopes from all up there down this way. There's a little bit of a dip there, which is where I've got the grey water pooling in there. So yeah, so picking the best time of year might be better. I'm guessing that around winter time, this is summer, winter time, the shade might actually be more where the van is there, and that is just my guess. But certainly in summer, probably not the ideal place unless you change the angle of the van so it's more seated like the car is. But like I said, that spot here is low, so there'll be water that'll pool there if it's raining. Anyway, time to continue packing. Talk later. Bye.